walking with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make you seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, to thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Winston. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback to it.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. 49. In quickness, and they've got a back that's both. Step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of field, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. David Onyemata make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Philly.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Allen's got it complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Austin Eckler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Winston now. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they're
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And
what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Room to run past midfield. And he's got room. And down to the 15. A big play there out of Kamara. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Mike 17.
They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Saints 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the 44, Hurts. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st down, Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts on the screen. This is Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Final play of the half here. Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Sanders toss left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is Harris. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Throwing, Winston. And he's going to have this one is down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Here's Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Taco Charlton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. David Onyemata in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Harris to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts gets this to Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 7-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. David Onyemata has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 44, Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 31-yard line.
2nd and 10. Winston here to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.